A good solo is a composition. That's according to Jeff Skunk Baxter. He's the guy who gave us that memorable, it's one of my favorite solos in the history of Steely Dan. This is a saying I use way too much on the channel, but I remember turning around and watching the stereo. And that happened hundreds of times for me when I first heard that song. We talk about Steely Dan's with Jeff Skunk Baxter on Rock History Music. But having done the solo in Ricky Don't Lose That Number, a lot of people, and everyone has a different journey, could just ride on that. I mean, that's something. That song will be played probably in 100 years. When you did it, did you know you had something?
It felt right because that was a bit of a composition for me. I think a good solo is a composition in itself. Yeah. It should stand alone. The solo in my old school was pretty much one take. And, when they said we should do another take, nope. I'll do another couple of takes, but that's the one. And everybody finally realized it. But Ricky was a composition. Said, okay, what is this song about? And how is this song structured? Well, I'm going to take elements of that and use that in terms of constructing a piece of music. In the beginning was straight blues, straight rock blues. And then I thought, okay, now that we're going to transition out of a typical 3-chord pattern, I'm going to use that same blues style, but go completely off the reservation to the other chord. And once I get there, now I want to sit back and feel the intimacy and the comfort of the inner city, the big city, New York, and picking notes that were related to the chord, but not a part of the specific chord itself.
This is all going on in your head.
Well, because I was thinking this through before I did it. Like I said, I wanted to do a composition. So everything is different. Every job is different. Sometimes when you go into the studio, there's the music. Play that. Okay. And other times, it's like when I met C.J. Vanston, was doing a jingle in Chicago. I never met C.J. before. And the producer walks in with the sheet music. I'm looking at the sheet music. It says Hyatt. It has a time signature and a key signature and 64 bars with no music. So I'm thinking, okay. And he says, are you ready? Yeah, sure. Give me the click. I know what the key is. I know what the time is, tempo. And this first time I met CJ, and he looked at me and goes, yeah. So we composed the song on the fly. And the client was happy. Everybody was happy. So there's different iterations of what you do. Do you improvise? Or do you play exactly what's written because that's what's called for? Everything is different. So you pull from your toolkit. And you better have a really deep toolkit. One time, I was working for David Campbell, great arranger in LA. It was a movie soundtrack. And he called me and said, listen, I got to get this done today. I'm up against the wall. Can you come in and do it? I said, well, I don't know what it is, but of course I can. Whatever it is, hit me with your best shot. So it was 18 pages of music that there was no way I could do it all in one place. So we put a bunch of music stands out in a line, taped all the pages together, and then got a drafting stool with wheels on it and put the phones on, give me the click, and David is wheeling me down past the music, and I got to get this right. So I'm playing and stuff. He's wheeling me up, and we got to the last page. I went, oh, damn. I hope I made it okay. And he said, that was amazing. I said, yeah, I guess sometimes you get lucky. But you never know what's going to happen. You just got to be ready.
That's insane. That's all.
That was pretty nuts. That was pretty crazy.
By the way, since you've done the album, is there a part of you now? I mean,
but remember what the U.S. Marines say.
What?
Improvise, adapt, persevere. And remember what the Navy SEALs say. The only easy day was yesterday. With that in mind and confidence, go forward.
There's information on Jeff Skunk Baxter's brand new album, his first solo album of all time. It sure took him a lot of years. He's thinking of doing another one now, by the way. Right in the description of this video. Remember, if you want to make a donation to the channel, there are links at the very top to PayPal. You can join our Patreon, get early access to all our videos from all of our channels. But really, like our videos, subscribe to our channel, share them on social media, and comment on them. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music. Take good care of yourself.